I'd like to welcome you guys to a place called the Coffins, or the Coffins of Seymour. I'm going to jump on my bigger camera, and boy, I got a lot of stuff to tell you about this place. Oh yeah. Guys, this is called the Coffins. As far as you can see from that side is deep forest. Back in the early 1800s, they buried their dead here. In the early 1800s, there was an asylum, and there was a doctor there that basically kind of played God. A lot of people died. They really didn't have anywhere else to put these people because they couldn't afford it, so they buried them here. Hundreds and hundreds of bodies buried throughout these woods, this forest. The only problem with that is this place is prone to flooding. Even 100 years later, this place is prone to flooding, and it's done so. And all the bodies got washed up. Nobody knows where they went. When they was burying the bodies here, the man or men that was burying them barely put them underneath the surface of the ground. It was in pine boxes, just barely underneath the dirt. Everything I told you is actual. This is the truth. Now, what I'm going to tell you now about this bridge. By the way, this is not the original bridge, but this right here might be folklore or urban legends, but a lot of people believe what I'm getting ready to tell you the next. Before I show you the next shot, I must give a warning. You might see some graffiti that has a lot of bad language. Just to let you guys know ahead of time. Yes, seems like every place I go has graffiti. Alright guys, let me set up for the next shot. Right here on this bridge is supposed to be one of the most haunted places here in all of Indiana. Yes, lots of ghost hunters come here. And they do their thing. Let's walk up on the bridge. We're going to zoom in on down on the end of the road there and kind of zoom back a little bit. You're going to see Angie and Kitt in a shot. I could go further, but I'm not going to. But yeah, a lot of people come here on this bridge and they ghost hunt. We're going to go ahead and put the camera off the legs and walk around and look around this bridge. Oh yeah, lots of graffiti. Lots of ghost hunters come here. And believe it or not, some believe this place is extremely haunted. What's funny to me is, I thought this would be much bigger. I have seen a couple videos about this, which I get to this at the end of this video. But I thought this would be much bigger than what it is right now. It's not all that big. It does have a nice looking creek underneath. And one of the videos I watched, it had a bunch of TV sets down here. Well, we've had a lot of rain lately. We didn't think we was going to be able to make it today, because we thought we'd be washed out, but hey, we're here. In some of these videos, I watch ghost hunters sit right in the middle of this bridge and do their thing for hours. Of course, the video wasn't hours long, but yet. And then I watch these two young kids come up here and do an investigation, and they heard things in the woods. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. My only thing about coming out here today was I didn't know how many people would be here. Because according to videos I've been watching, this place is loaded with paranormal investigators. I guess onlookers like me too. But it is kind of creepy that if you think about what this place was. Some believe most of them bodies washed up down there in that creek. They believe that's the reason this place right here at this bridge is so haunted. But imagine, I don't know if all the bodies came from asylums or not, but this is where they buried a lot of dead because they couldn't afford anywhere else. By the hundreds in shallow graves. And every time this place flooded up, them poor souls got washed up from their pine boxes and their graves, and who knows where they went. It's even said bones are just littered all throughout these woods. And these woods go on for, I'm guessing, a good half a mile down that way. Back in the 1800s, it said the woods just went further than that. That part makes me sad, though. And that is the truth. right there. Burial grounds. Guys, we're not too far from Bobstown, Indiana. We're in the Seymour. Did I say that right? Outside of Seymour, Indiana. So if you ever want to come up here and visit, be respectful. Don't go off the road. There's no trespassing all through there. As you see, we parked our car right there. Try not to go off the road and be very respectful. Now on the way out of here in a little bit, you'll be seeing it when I hop over to GoPro. I'll be showing you us crossing across the bridge and driving on down the wooded area. It is a sight to see. It's quite beautiful. Alright, let's close her out on the GoPro, y'all. That's what gets me about being here. It isn't that it's spooky. It isn't that it's haunted. It's human contamination. Humans, and them two girls wasn't sure. They wasn't sure at all. They didn't think it was ghosts. They heard people walking around in the woods. Also, all over this bridge here, they found casings for shells. So I guess some people come up here and shoot. But yeah, down here in the creek, which I'll probably get a better shot on the G70 in a minute, it was loaded with TV sets, all kinds of stuff. And it's even said, now, this is just folklore, guys, urban legend, but they say if you was to put your own graffiti on this bridge, a demon will come. Yeah, I did say demon. Demonic. Not true. I guarantee it. But ghost hunters by the hundreds come up here. This is one of these places that you come, I would imagine young teenagers. I imagine they come up here, might drink a little bit, and maybe a little bit of other things. And they have themselves, you know, some come up here and try to get some paranormal activity. At nighttime and even in the daytime, they said this place is haunted. Well, I'm walking up and down the bridge. I'm going to get some more shots on the G70. How do I feel about this place? I love it. I don't feel creeped out. No. The YouTuber I'm going to tell you about here in a little bit, he was starting to feel a little creeped out. Yeah. Him and his wife was up here and he started getting goosebumps. He showed it on his arm. He was getting a little creeped out because something about this place was creeping him out. I could see it though. We're surrounded and he was up here, I believe it was over the warmer months, so there was trees or leaves on the trees. Yeah, I can see somebody getting a little creeped out, but not me. I feel right at home with this place. All right, let's get some more shots on the G70. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you that YouTuber's name and how I come upon where I'm at today. Been here for about 30 minutes now. Not a soul came down. I did ask the YouTuber that I'm getting ready to mention his name now. You should see it above my head. It is D. Lewis, 1931. After I did a lot of research on this place on the internet, that's how I learned everything that I'm telling you now. I did my research and it appears to be true about the bodies being buried here. Then I found his video and I watched a little bit more of it there. Now guys, you should go check this guy's channel out. I'm telling you now, it is fantastic. He kind of does the same thing Angie and I do. He likes to get a lot of bridges. Of course, a lot of my videos lately have been bridges. But him and his wife do the same thing that we're doing. I will give it a check out. I will look it up, you know. His name is D. Lewis, 1931. He drives on a really cool hot rod. He does, he does. He goes all these places, kind of like Angie and I do, and gets them on video. Okay, I'm going to probably show us driving across the bridge and going through the wooded area. And I will jump back to me when that's all done. Yeah, that was my only problem about coming down here, was humans. It ain't the paranormal. Shoot, if I see a ghost, I will love it. Now, do I believe this place is haunted? I can't rightfully say. I cannot say unless I become a ghost hunter again like I was in my youth and come down here and do an investigation. Do I believe it has demonic forces? Hell no. No. But I do believe it is a very sad story. And from what I gather, it's very true about the bodies that were buried there in the early 1800s. Only because the silos and This part right here I'm a little shaky on, but supposedly the doctor in these silos was trying to play God on some of the patients, and a lot of them died. And they wasn't able to bury them anywhere else because they couldn't afford it, so they buried them throughout these woods, the forest. Yeah, pretty sad, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed today's content. Not everything I do is going to have something to do with the paranormal. It's just whatever things that Angie and I find, we like to bring out to you all. Yeah, and this just so happened to be one of them. We are far from home. Pretty good piece. This is the furthest, well, no, this is the second furthest we've ever driven out to do a video. The furthest we've ever driven out was Tunnelton, Indiana. Yeah. And by some chance, D. Lewis, if you're watching, actually he did Tunnelton. He did the tunnel, Ange, come to think of it. Guys, you should really give this guy D. Lewis a shot. You should go look at his content, especially like historical stuff. Well, his stuff is very similar to mine. And he's delightful to watch on YouTube. He is. I subscribe to him. So guys, this has been the Coffins. Some call it the Coffins of Seymour. Leave your comments down below. And like I said, if you ever come out here hoping to get some paranormal stuff yourself, be respectful. Don't put no graffiti on the bridge. It ain't because the demon had come. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Haven't we seen enough graffiti lately in my videos? Just be respectful. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Come on. Let's get out of here. My big boy Kitt's ready to go home. You ready to go home? We got a long way to go. How about you, honey? Uh-huh. You ready to go home? She hates it when I put it on the camera. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time.